Feel the power of
So, this is some breaking news I would like to discuss with you guys and give my opinions on, and also probably bring up a few other examples of that same situation but in a different sport. So anyways, oh, by the way, I am trying to director's cut on the Wii U, so I don't play it much. I'm not that good. It's a puzzle game, and you'll probably see me like be stationary for a bit trying to think about what the hell I'm supposed to do. But anyways, it's not about the gameplay today. It's just about the situation that has come about in the sports world today. So if you're not into sports, this commentary is not for you, or even breaking news for that matter, that anything that has to do with sports. Basically, Lance Armstrong admitted to using performance-enhancing drugs, which he has been allegedly accused of for almost, what, 7 or 8 years or so, and finally admits on Oprah that he has been using performance-enhancing drugs, which, in my honest opinion, has I've been thinking that the whole time. I always thought, after the first allegation, normally people who are getting accused of using performance-enhancing drugs, 9 times out of 10 they end up being guilty later. For example, A-Rod, who is it? Danny. What is that? Manny. I said Danny. Wow, Manny Ramirez from the Dodgers. Mark McGuire, stuff like that. To be honest, it takes away, especially with all of the success that Lance Armstrong has or had. It kind of takes away from the people who actually do the right thing all the time, as far as being great in their sport legitly. And it kind of sucks how they work so hard and they lose to someone who has extra help that's illegal, like performance-enhancing drugs, like taking steroids and stuff like that. Me being an athlete and everything, and pride myself on working hard and staying in shape, I really despise the fact that certain athletes have to use performance-enhancing drugs. That's basically telling yourself that you don't have any confidence in your own abilities. I have no remorse about with Lance Armstrong within regards to what's about to happen to him, because he brought it on himself. Performance-enhancing drugs is a no-go. Everybody knows it. It's ridiculous how people know that you're not supposed to do it and you do it anyway, and then you try to hide it thinking you're going to get away with it. Most people tend to get caught, especially with as much success as Lance Armstrong had with the Tour de France victories and all that stuff, and the consecutive times he's won it. You put yourself in that limelight to be like, all right, somebody's going to envy you and end up snitching on you, which ultimately what happened. Somebody snitched on him and he tried to cover it by getting them in trouble, and it turns out that he was actually the one using it, which to me it's like, dude, you wasted their time. You basically put their family in the limelight for all the wrong reasons, and you knew you really did that dastardly deed, so to speak, and you sit up here and say that that you didn't do it, and you're blaming them for wrongfully accusing you, and it's stupid. Like, it makes no sense to me why you would go through so much trouble to get someone else, endanger someone else's life, and not to mention the fact that this is like millions and millions of dollars of lawsuit issues going on. Like, he sued them for basically accusing them, I guess. I don't know the full story. You probably have to look that up, but he pretty much tried to get them in trouble, and he he cost them a lot of millions of dollars, and to come to the realization that you actually done it and you actually admitted to it now, it's like you wasted that all the people that you were suing, or you know, when you denied it, when they accused you of it, you're wasting their time and their money. To the fact that you actually done it is so retarded, and it really made no sense to me why I think it was somewhere around 30 something million dollars that he's gotten from, you know, just the speculations and the suing and all that stuff. And it's so dumb. Like, I mean, I wish I could get $1 million. You let alone, I think it's greedy. Like, you have more than enough money with a couple of victories or whatever, like, you know, the millions of dollars, but you still tend to use those drugs to further your career and ultimately, you know, develop a somewhat legacy of being the greatest cyclist of all time. And I mean, in most people's eyes, he still is, I guess. I don't know. But to me, it's just like all that is out the window, because he, you know, he really tarnished his legacy to me. I mean, maybe to other people that he didn't, I don't know, but to me, he tarnished everything. Like, they should strip him for every medal that he's owned since he was a professional cyclist. And if he really wanted to earn those back, like I said, or like I believe, I didn't say it before, but I do believe that, like, I was watching First Take this morning, and I do believe that there is a time for a second chance. And you know, everybody deserves a second chance. I don't care who you are. You know, I mean, I guess depending on the deed. I mean, doing the performance enhancing drugs, okay, you deserve a second chance for that. Murder, you know, premeditated murder and all that stuff, I honestly don't think you deserve a second chance. I don't believe in the death penalty, but I don't believe you should be free. But anyways, that's another topic for another day. I think that he deserves a second chance, for that matter of, you know, trying to rehabilitate his image. But I honestly think that he should, if he wanted to do cycling again, he should definitely be stripped of everything, all his medals and all that, and have, you know, be able to work his way back up to the top. You know, try to do it legitly. I don't know, to try to do something, or at least work with a charity organization or something like that, to basically, you know, try to show people that you are a better person because of you admitting now, and your brain is clear, and you're thinking better, or whatever the case is. You know, just show them that you show people that you have compassion, and that you really want to be a people, you know, you want to be a hero to the people, like people portray you as, and you want to be that person to, you know, that little kids look up to, little people that want to be bike riders for a living and stuff like that. Because there are a lot. I mean, it may not seem like a lot in America, but I mean, in the places I've lived, like in California and stuff like that, you see a lot of cyclists. And of course, I'm pretty sure a lot of them idolized Lance Armstrong. You know, being that he was American and he won almost every time he went to the Tour de France. So I think that he deserves a second chance, but he should definitely reap what he sowed and be punished for everything that he's done up till now. Like, he finally admits, you know, using the drugs and everything, and also, you know, with all the lawsuits and stuff that were dropped against him, I'm pretty sure some of them are still pending, and they're gonna go through this time, and he should get hit really hard financially, I believe. And, you know, all his foundations should be hurt from it, just to show that, you know, hey, no deed like this goes unpunished, especially with as much success he's had. It shouldn't go unpunished. I'm a firm believer that everything that he has earned should be stripped from him, and you know, he should definitely be punished for what he's done to all those other families and cost them so much money. But you know, to be honest, if you're watching this, let me know in the comment sections below if you know anything more about the story, about the Lance Armstrong thing. I just think that, me personally, as a person that loves to stay in shape and that works out and plays basketball and stuff like that, I really hate the fact that I really do. I feel strongly about this. I really hate the fact that people have to use performance enhancing drugs to better themselves as an athlete. If you put in the necessary hard work, especially if you're already a pro at whatever you do, if you just keep practicing and put in the little minor, tweak the minor details, you'll be great at what you do. It's just, you know, why take a shortcut? I don't understand that idea of taking a shortcut to try to, you know, get ahead of the game, so to speak. I really don't like that certain people. Now I'm gonna bring up other people. I've been on the soapbox for Lance Armstrong. I said Mike because I was bringing up Mark McGuire, the Sammy Sosas, the who else? The Pete Roses. Basically, you know, the Manny Ramirez's. Why cheat the people who are A. Rodriguez? You know, of course. Why cheat the people who are trying to better themselves legitly, and you go use performance enhancing drugs just for a spotlight and more money? It's stupid. Especially, it makes you look a lot worse when you're using the drugs and you ultimately say you didn't, and then you get caught for it, and now you look like an asshole for a very long time, and your image is tarnished. Honestly, all your stats should be wiped away based off of you admitting to it. Your stats should be wiped from the record books, just like how they do the Heisman Trophy or something like that. If you've done something that was against the rules to cheat your way to get to the top, your stats should be wiped away, and you should not be able to hold any kind of record if you were convicted or caught using performance enhancing drugs. It shouldn't be. It's not fair to the other, you know, the other athletes that have been working since they were kids, trying to be the best player that they can be, and knowing that they believe that they are, and they still think that they have a ways to go to outdo somebody that's using muscle enhancers and stuff like that to become stronger. It's like a superhuman versus a regular human. Like, why you're confusing them and thinking like, okay, he really is better than me, when in reality you're probably average, and you're really not better than that person that's been working hard from jump and not using performance enhancing drugs. So I think that, you know, whoever uses those should be punished, and their image should be tarnished, and their stats should be wiped away until they, you know, redo them. Like basically a reset. They should just reset all the stats and start all over as if they were a rookie in the league. And that's just my take on it. Let me know in the comment sections below, guys, and let me know what you think. Peace.